How's it going, everyone? So in this video, we're starting a new HTB Academy module called Windows Fundamentals. So we're going to be tackling the introduction to Windows set of questions. There's only 2 questions, and the way to get the answers is you have to use the commands that are spelled out here in the tutorial. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump right to the questions. So I have the answers, of course, but I will show you how to get these answers. So let's go ahead and read the first question. So it says, what is the build number of the target workstation? So the target workstation is going to be a Windows machine, right? So in my instance, right, and for most of you guys, I'm using a Kali Linux environment. So whatever penetration system that you're using, you will need to have some RDP software. Now with Kali Linux, I already have it. So this is what's called, let me scroll back up, and I'm going to show you what they use. So it's X-free RDP. So that allows your Linux machine to RDP to another machine, in our case, a Windows machine. So we got to find the build number of the target workstation. So we have to RDP to your target system, and don't forget to spawn your target system. It does take a little bit. If you scroll up, it does give you a note. It says that it's going to take about a minute or 2 for the target to spawn. So make sure you get that going. It took me a good minute or so to get it going. So once you have that spun up, go ahead and go log into your environment. So for me, I'm using my Kali Linux environment, and I am VPN'd into the HTB Academy servers. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch that X-free RDP. And what's nice is that they actually give you what you need. So I'm just going to copy this, and then I'm going to paste it in here. And then now we just need the password and the target IP, which we have from the question. So we can see here the password is this one right here. So I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to delete where it says password and put the right password. And then the target IP is going to be this guy right here. So I'll just copy that. Then I'm going to go over here and then delete the brackets there. And then we're going to paste that in. Okay, so we have the target IP. We have the password. Now, the username is HTB-student by default. You can see right here. So we don't have to change the username, which is nice. So let's go ahead and hit enter on this guy. And then that should boot up your RDP session. Okay, awesome. So now we are in our Windows machine. Now it wanted us to find the build number and the version. So let's see, what is the build number of the target workstation? The second question is, which Windows NT version is installed on the workstation? So we can actually tackle these 2 questions with one command. So the command is going to be up here. So if you scroll all the way near the top, you get this command here. And they're running it in PowerShell. You can see the PS here stands for PowerShell. So we can just copy this whole thing. Now, I'm not sure if it'll actually copy because this is an RDP session already inside of an RDP session because I'm RDP'd into my Kali Linux environment. So I don't know if... Oh, well, it did. Awesome. Okay, so we have this command, get-wmi object-class Win32 operating system, select version, comma, build number. So go ahead and hit enter. Or let me click back in there and hit enter. It is a little delayed too, since I have 2 RDP sessions at the same time. So pretty much an RDP inside of an RDP. It could be a little delayed, so don't worry about that. But here's the answers, right? So we have version 10.0, which is Windows 10. And then we have the build number, which is 19041. And those are going to be the answers right here. 19041, which is the build number. and then Windows 10. And this is case sensitive, right? So don't have an extra space after the 10, stuff like that. So make sure it's capital W for Windows and then space 10, and that'll get you the right answer. There's a couple other things you can glance at. For instance, our version number we saw was 10. So if you look at it, it says 10.0.19041, and that corresponds to Windows 10. And there's a couple other things that will describe kind of what this command does. For instance, you can start and stop services as well. And up here, it says find the version and the build number of our system with the Win32 operating system after this dash class. So just a couple of things to look at, just to get you guys more info. But this is how you do the first set of questions. So it wasn't too bad. Everything was kind of provided for us. So if you guys found this video helpful and useful, please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel, and we'll talk to you guys later.